going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I'm still feeling great. It's the day after my birthday, even though I stay home, but there'll be better birthdays going ahead, but can't complain. Any day it is another year of life, that we're here. But welcome once again to Hockey Playoff Edition with Mike and Xavier. I am Mike, this is my guy Xavier. X, how you doing today?
Oh, yo, what's up? Happy Wednesday, folks. Happy birthday to you. I told you yesterday, but yeah, happy birthday once again. 31 years, man. The years only keep coming. So yeah, there will be plenty more, and I'm glad you got to enjoy for what it was yesterday.
Yeah, man, it was a pretty chill birthday. 31 for 31, 31, and I'm turned 31 and I'm 31. So but it was a chill day. I mean, even though it was very humid outside, I didn't go outside, but I could just feel it from the balcony, and God bless that I have a balcony. At least that helped get some nice shots, as you saw on my Instagram.
Yeah.
But wow. Edmonton, Colorado game 1. This game was so similar to Edmonton and Calgary in game 1. It was a high-scoring game. I did not expect a high-scoring game in game 1. It was a high-scoring game. It was similar to Edmonton and Calgary in terms of it was a high-scoring game. And just like with the Calgary, Edmonton was trailing. They were trailing 7-3 in this game. They scored 3 goals, but, it was too little too late. I believe if there was an extra period, they would have tied it. But this goes to show that Edmonton never quits. They will fight. And if you're Edmonton, you got to feel good of your chances because you go on the road and against a very tough Colorado team. To come back like that and almost tie it, you gotta feel good about your chances going forward. And but Edmonton, this is the same situation as always. They always lose game 1. They lost game 1 to the Kings, to the Flames, and now to Colorado. But this team never quits. Connor McDavid had his 11th multi-point game in these playoffs. And Evander Kane continues his hot streak. He scores 13th playoff goal. Zach Hyman, he scored his 7th goal in a 7th straight goal in a 6-game stretch. Overall, he has 9 goals this postseason. You're definitely going to continue to need more of that from him. And then on the Colorado side, Cale Makar and Nathan McKinnon, what can you say about them? They combined for 2 goals and 5 points. Darcy Kuemper, if you're Colorado, you got to hold your breath because he left the game in the second period. So we don't know if he's going to be available to play in game 2. But again, if you're Edmonton, you got to feel great about last night. Even though you didn't pick up the W, but you got to feel great about your chances in the series after what happened last night.
Yeah, man, insane. It's insane that you mentioned the Calgary series with Edmonton because I had that on my notes as well. It seems sad Edmonton Oilers can't win a game 1 these playoffs so far, but as you can see, they're this deep in the playoffs because there is no quit in this team. Now, 7 games though. We've been predicting Edmonton to be playing 7 games in this series. They played 7 games against the Kings. They played 7 games against Calgary. The way game 1 went with this one, it's pretty much looking like it's going to go to a game 7. Just give me 7 games of this series, man, because holy crap did I have fun with all the goal scoring that was going on. You have to not worry, but you want to feel some type of way for the goalies in this matchup. Mike Smith allowed 3 goals in 10 shots in the Flame series in that game 1. And little did you know, he ends up leaving also in this one after allowing 6 goals. On that 6th Avalanche goal, he was replaced by Mikko Koskinen, who only allowed 1 goal in 20 shots in 21 shots faced. So he held himself up pretty well. That gave Edmonton a little bit of a breathing room in order for them to get back in this game. Darcy Kemper, as you mentioned, left the game with 13. He made 13 saves, left with 7:19 of the second period. I still haven't heard an update as to what the injury is. All I'm hearing is an upper body injury, and that, if I'm not mistaken, the head coach had mentioned that they don't know if he's day to day. So we're gonna have to anticipate what comes out of today, and let's see what goes on with the lineups tomorrow. Cale Makar, a goal and 2 assists. Although his goal last night could have been quite controversial. I don't know if you picked up on that. He scored 9 seconds after the Zach Hyman goal that made it 2-2. So Makar makes it 3-2 just 9 seconds after. Nichushkin, he was in the offensive zone, and Makar was handling the puck, and he enters the offensive zone. Now, it clearly looks offside. But I feel like they made an exception for Makar due to the fact that the rule states that if the player is not touching the puck and the teammate is allowed to tag up on the line, it becomes onside, and it should be a good goal. But Makar, I don't think that Makar was thinking in that precise moment, let me let go of the puck and make sure the Nichushkin goes back into the neutral zone so I could go in legally. I just think that the play was so fast that the puck, kind of left the stick a bit, allowing it to be onside. Quite the controversial goal. I don't want to nitpick it too much because I've been hearing so many things about it. And yeah, those are just my 2 cents on that. JT Compher with 2 goals last night. Mikko Rantanen, Landeskog, Kadri, these names that have been coming up all playoffs long. These guys, there's no quitting these guys all season. If you recall, I mentioned the depth scoring for Edmonton Oilers and how that took a huge effect on the last series, where they left the Flames out to dry. This is one of the things about the Edmonton Oilers. Once that depth scoring got going, you're seeing not just Draisaitl and McDavid put in all the work like we saw in the Kings series. I think that in the Calgary series, the bottom depth of the scoring just out of nowhere. Last you mentioned, Zach Hyman, 7 goals in 6 straight games. So that's a nice little streak for him going. Evander Kane, he leads the playoffs with 13 goals. So who would have thought, out of all people, of all players, Evander Kane leading the league in goal scoring. Draisaitl had at least 2 assists in 6 straight games, which is, I believe, the first time in NHL history, if I looked that up correctly. So yeah, Leon Draisaitl is looking like Leon Draisaitl once again. I don't think that the high ankle sprain that he was suffering the last series is affecting him as much. I think he's dying better. And shots on goal were 37-47. Power plays were 1 out of 2 for both teams. So both teams are pretty evenly matched, you could say, in this series. If anything, I truly believe that we're going to see a lot of high-scoring games. Will they be as insane as they were yesterday? Who knows? But stay tuned because we're definitely going to see a lot of overs in this matchup.